Hey everybody, I'm your spooky host. Welcome back to more Pokemon Draft League. PPML Week 8. We're really getting into it now. It's practically over, but there's still time. Fear not. Too many vocals on this track. I didn't want all that. Drum and bass meets chill wave fusion. That's more like it. How's it going, people? Hope you're doing well this fine Saturday. We're gonna be going over week 8 to the PPML draft. We're gonna have Diego in here. In fact, let's hop in. Let's hop in voice and wait patiently. Let me know how you guys are doing. Excited to go over this wonderful league. Everything going on. Let me know what's new. I should post that I'm live. Really do that. Here. Live with the week watch. Oh, is this my week versus Pat, I think? Be cool to go over that. I've had a couple slobber knockers the past couple of weeks and almost been stalled out. I'm getting too comfortable, as my old boss used to say. Back when I was an intern, he'd hit me with that sometimes. He'd be like, Austin, getting a little too comfortable. After dropping a certain joke or making a certain decision. Great guy.
Hey.
Diego.
How's it going?
Great. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm actually at the beach right now, so doing a Pokemon recap and being at the beach doesn't seem too bad.
You're at the beach. Well, thank you for taking time out of being at the beach to do the watch party and recap.
Of course.
Well, let's get into it. I guess let me share, which I forget to do sometimes. How you feeling about your season so far? It looks like you're in a pretty good place for playoffs. In fact, there's a good chance that we meet in the second round.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been taking this season, at least the preseason, a lot more easy than I would like to admit in the text, because I know I'm competitive.
Your paragraphs of rivalry text with Jackson, and then your speech at the beginning of the season about training in the mountains. Incredible.
Yes, I know. I definitely came off more competitive, but
that's so
I think
funny.
I think my season is gonna be in the postseason, and I've come to terms with that.
All right. Well, you're pretty well positioned. We're just gonna have the battle of the ages probably.
Oh yeah, and that's already coming up. Actually, probably later tonight with Noah.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. Oh, you're playing later tonight with Noah.
Yeah.
That's big. You could pull off the big upset, and that would be huge for. I know Nick would be. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Noah would have to lose 2 weeks in a row. I don't know who he plays week 10, but
Yeah.
Is he? Are you playing at the beach tonight? Austin's asking.
No, I'm not.
Okay, gonna make it back before then. No worries.
Yeah.
You'll probably play better at home anyways.
Probably, most likely, so.
Alright, well, awesome. Can't wait for this. Am I sharing the right thing? I am. So week 8, let's kick it off. No beach buff, that's funny. Let's kick it off with Jaden and Doug. Jaden, a little bit of steel's been definitely helpful to balance out his flying type team. And Doug's been pulling some really close matches recently, and some surprise wins too.
Yeah. I'm surprised to not see Wabafet on here.
His guy, yeah.
Yeah. I'm really liking Tapu Fini into Jaden and Rotom a little bit too, actually.
Rotom looks really good. Because the ice hits the Landorus and the Volt Switch hits everything else. That's a real good point. I don't know if you can Terra this one, but if you can, that might be nasty too.
I don't think you can, but if you were able to, it'd be disgusting.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ice Beam Tapu Fini, that looks pretty good. Tapu Fini, not a little scared about that defensively. Particularly with the Kilowattrel flying around. I would have loved to see like some kind of Volt Absorb or Ground type coming into this against Kilowattrel, but I guess you're getting blasted by Ice Beam anyways. I feel like we should Terra ban Jolteon and Kilowattrel. Like the Electric Ice with that crazy speed's just like devastating.
Yeah, honestly, because at that point you're outspeeding almost everything.
Yeah. Alright, let's get into it, see how it goes. Anybody watching, let me know if the audio balancing is good. I like the offensive approach and the screens. Screens are a little underrated. Maybe overrated, I don't know. It's hard to tell. They're you get a lot up while you're there, but losing a turn or two can be really expensive.
Yeah.
Nice Dark Pulse. Crazy to see Pyroar do something. Not a good mon. What is... Oh, that gets rid of terrain. Clever from Jaden. Gotta love Moxie when you're a special attacker. Pyroar actually putting in the work.
There goes... Yeah, there goes his Empoleon.
But yeah, Jaden can just do this all day. You gotta... Oh, Terra Rock. I definitely would have expected a Lando switch. Good on Jaden to stay in. Draining Kiss. And then this just Volt switches again and makes a ton of...
Yeah.
Tapu Fini's so weak. Oh. Calm Mind, what are you doing? What do you got? You got Mists or whatever resets stats? What's the Toxic? What's the plan here?
Oh.
You really have to have a Lugia
that
plan.
Calm Mind is really just messing up.
Yeah.
That puts Jaden in such a good position.
Yep. He does have Terra, that's good, but I really would have liked to just see the Volt switch. I guess it was to cover a Landorus switch in, but I mean, I feel like you could, yeah, you could just Volt switch into Hydreigon, make some progress. Unfortunately, okay, there we go. He's gonna try to match it, but
watching how Jaden plays his Lugia, I just feel like people haven't been able to find out a way to take it down.
They just gotta poison it. That's it. Wow,
yeah.
What a strong Dark Pulse. And that's almost enough to do it. Unfortunately, does Eternatus have a physical attack is what I'm wondering. There it is. That should have happened
There's the Toxic.
Yeah, that should have happened a long time ago.
I feel like a Gunk Shot would be really good here too.
Yeah, just put that physical pressure on. Like,
yeah.
Lugia's not that look how much damage that did from a +3 special attack Lugia. Like, the Shadow Ball didn't even kill the Eternatus. Yeah, the Earth Power obviously did, but that was with a Spidef drop too. Like, Lugia is not that strong out the gate. You just gotta break that shield. That's a shame. He just got like totally
Lugia's definitely one of the mons that as soon as it's switched out, like, you need to take it out.
Yeah. You gotta have a plan. If you have a plan for it, you're gonna be okay. Like, hit it with a taunt so it can't boost and stuff. Nice Yachi Berry to survive that. But is it gonna be enough? I think this Scarfed Rotom is what's going on. But we've also got the Scarfed... Oh my gosh. Wow. A Mist Blizzard.
Yeah,
He
I
did-
wonder if that cost the game.
Yeah, he I would have loved to see Terra Ice on that. I don't know if it has Terra Ice. Apparently it does have Terra. But the Terra Ice with the Terra Blast would have been really nice here. You Volt Switch sometimes, and then you Terra Blast Ice sometimes, and like you're always making great progress. Well, I mean, good game to them both.
Good game though.
Unfortunate miss with the Blizzard. Molly versus Chris has to be in the archives, would be my guess. Yeah, here we go. Alright, Molly versus Chris. Is this the one where I think
He choice scarfed, yeah, this is the one where he choice scarfed Arceus.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see. We've got what's the winning strategy here?
The team looks good overall. I think he brought in Toadscroll for just rapid spin, Knuckle Stack. I'm assuming he brought in for iron defense.
Salt Cure's nice.
Body
It's
touch for
melodic.
cover. Yeah, and Salt Cure.
Yeah. We've got the little ice snow core.
Yeah. I'm just kind of wondering what his answer is for the Garganackle.
Yeah, everything gets pretty... What's gonna really make progress on it? Yeah, that's tough. Steel attacks from Heatran, maybe. Maybe that's the angle. I do like how Molly's positioned here. Like even like Toxtricity, like the electric's pretty free except against Toadscroll, who you can do pretty good damage against with a poison type move, or just switch out and get into like Galvantula or something and you'll be fine. You've got a spin blocker with Fluttermane. Let's watch.
Start off with Sticky Webs too.
Yeah, classic. Get that speed down. That's gonna help against the Arceus and Baxcalibur with like a scale shot. We're gonna Blizzard the Dialga, sure. Heatran comes in. I don't know. I feel like you want to save this guy for Garg. Gotta be careful. No air balloon. Almost.
Ooh.
Yeah. This gets blown up, and that's a good. I think it's a good deal for the Dialga. You're gonna live.
And the Magma Swarm goes away.
Now you're gonna get out. No, you're. Oh, there it is. It's normal type. That's kind of significant. Extreme speeds or stab. Not only that, if it's scarfed, then it's also like extra speed with that sticky web in place. We've Dragon Danced. The hazards are up. When are we gonna go into this Toadscroll that we brought and get rid of all these hazards? Here it is, finally.
Right now.
So, are we gonna go into Fluttermane? We're gonna go into Melodic. That's interesting.
Ooh, Leaf Storm.
It's very interesting.
And a burn.
Yeah. It's the angle. Oh, just to Ice Beam it? Like, I kind of get it. But I feel like you're packing, like... Ooh. I feel like Molly should have packed, like, Psyshock Fluttermane and just, like, blew this thing up. Throat Spray? No, Life Orb. Sure. Boom Burst. That's gonna be choiced. No, it's Life Orb. We know that. Where's the Electric Tech? There's the Volt Switch.
There it is.
I mean, since the Arceus is Fairy type, you can just drop a Draco.
No Iron Defense.
That should have done
Yeah,
twice
that
the
Flash
damage.
Cannon should have killed.
Yeah, well, I think it would have done like about 70. Fluttermane. Wow, not bad, Obama Snow. This must be very Spadef, Obama Snow, because it's not doing a lot of damage and it is soaking this stuff up. Could be Assault Vest.
Yeah, it is Assault Vest because he was wondering why Aurora Veil and
Oh, that's right.
it wasn't working.
Man, Fluttermane's so good. It just like tanked through Assault Vest Obama Snow like nobody's business. That's the def stat. It's nothing to joke about. It took hydro pump. Why are we hydro pumping? But at this point, what's up, Jaden? Sorry, we watched your match first because it was at the top of the list, Jaden. PLDR, good work. That was a really close one against Doug. The blizzard misses were
crucial.
Yeah. Anyways, a pretty clean game from Molly. Pretty clean game. All right, Steve versus Jake. I feel like this team's just got too many weaknesses stacked. Like Jake's team, like he's got some really cool heavy hitters, but like dark type moves just like blow up half the team. Fighting type moves are good against like the rest. It's
because I was gonna say Screamtail, Marshadow, Azelf looks really good here.
Oh, Marshadow looks nuts here.
Yeah.
Against everything except like Toxicroak and Arceus Fire, but Arceus Fire, I think you can throw in like just Rotom Wash and you'll probably be good. I'd love to see Mewtwo pop off this season. It's so cool and it's fast and strong, but I think Psychic's just a little weak nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, ever since they dropped Fairy typing, it got bumped down.
Yeah. Sure. And then for Steve, yeah, I love the Marshadow. I could see the Iron Moth could go to town. Except again, the big issue seems to be this Arceus Fire. So how is Steve going to deal with that? Lead Metagross. We seem to see that a lot. I don't know why we needed to bullet punch though. Ooh, that's a rough switch. Get the sand established. You can probably take a Hydro Pump from this guy. Ooh, Willow. Unfortunate miss. We're gonna get our Toxicroak burnt instead so that it went from useless to totally useless. So now this is just setup fodder. So anything that wants to come in on it and boost is welcome to. Setting up the Sticky Web. Steve's going for blood. No boots because you're plate. That is probably one of the big weaknesses of the Arceuses. You can't throw boots on them.
Unless it's normal Arceus, right?
Yeah, but that's banned. Love the jazz. Thanks, Jaden. It's Pokemon Red. It's my new favorite genre on YouTube, City Pop, which are AI remixes of like Nintendo music and stuff. And this one's like very like smooth jazzy. So is the audio balancing pretty good? I'm gonna wish. Nice. Wish up with a wash. Meteor Mash just not doing it. I don't know why he's clicking steel type moves. Like who's he trying to do big damage against? Or at least Meteor Mash, you know?
Yeah. I'm just wondering when this
Electric Terrain, going for the Moth Sweep.
when this Marshadow is gonna come out.
Yeah.
But it's kind of in a bad place right now because there's
Rocks.
stealth rocks on the ground, yeah.
Well, not too bad for Marshadow, right? Because fighting type's gonna resist that. The Moth is a little tricky. I don't know where the coverage is, Jaden. It's a little confusing. Honestly, like this team, just Earthquake. Well, no, the big issue is the Rotom Wash. Yeah, it needs the Wood Hammer against this Rotom Wash, which is a real problem. There's the Meteor Mash, but too little, too late, probably. Now you're burnt. Doesn't matter if you have an attack boost if you're burnt.
Yep, it nullifies it.
And
Pretty much.
Everything's just getting blown up. Steve doing this a little bit passively, just obviously setting up for a sweep at this point. And it looks like an Iron Moth sweep with the electric terrain. Heavy slam over meteor mash? Depends if you're trying to clear something out right now or set up the sweep. Agility meteor mash is a classic ADV set. Yeah, he's gonna make some more progress against this T-Tar if he wants to do the Moth. Getting a little dicey. I'd say Steve's playing with fire here to some degree.
I gotta wonder if he's trying to just rack up his kills on Marshadow for MVP race.
He may very well be. And it looks like he's gonna get it here. It is a clear path to victory. Spectral Thief. I feel like that should steal all stat changes and not just stat boosts. That move is crazy. This Pokemon's crazy. He's gonna get his sweep. And it is Marsha. He didn't need the electric terrain, that's for sure. Webzer. You simply have to bring hazard removal. You have to.
It's so crucial.
It's holding back probably a significant portion of the league. Like you'd have to draft it. Or all flying, and then you get blown up by rocks. That's the tricky part, you know? It is good to not hit spikes and stuff and sticky webs, but anyways, great job, Steve. It was very, very fun. Rocks is nothing. Ooh, tell out to Moltres. Jeremy versus Noah. Like I've seen the same exact team from Jeremy all season for some reason. I gotta check his scorecard, make sure he's brought everybody. But I feel like I see the same team. And Noah's team just looks so fun. With the sun is super dangerous. How do we let him draft this? And Guja just brings it together really well. Excited to see your match versus him. Night, you said?
Yeah, tonight.
It'll be big. It'll be big. I think. What do you do here?
Chlorophyll here.
Sun looks really good, right? You blow everything up except Toxapex, which makes me feel like Weather Ball, Venusaur looks crazy. Roaring Moon's really good once you get the Zacian out of the way. You could go Rain, yeah, but here we've definitely got Sun. I don't know. What do you think is Jeremy's path to success here?
I'm really thinking that Zacian has to do, I don't know, some sort of miracle with Behemoth Blade, hit a couple crits. I'm thinking maybe Ferrothorn has to be able to set up spikes, tank a couple hits too, and be able to maybe Iron Head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tricky. Yeah, spikes could be good.
Jeremy's team is I'm trying to get a sense of what he was trying to do, and I can't really get a grasp of it.
It's bulky, and you can stall guys out and get some big hits in eventually. He wears them down with his regenerator guys, and then comes in late with Zacian and Blacephalon and blows them up. The problem is he's got a bunch of walls, and a team of Sun Pokemon are wall breakers, right? Solar Power Charizard, Booster Energy, Sun, Roaring Moon, Photosynthesis, Brute Bonnet, bad matchup. Definitely a bad matchup. Jaden, it's hard to prep for both Sun and Rain. Here's what you do. You don't. When you prep against Noah, you assume that every Pokemon on his team has the perfect weather condition up at all times for them. So, you assume that if he brings Charizard, that Sun is up at that time. Or if he has Rain up, or if he has Seismitoad and the Rain just happens to be up. And you prep for that scenario and just focus on the Pokemon. You just constantly consider the worst case scenario, because if you're playing a guessing game, 50-50 chance you get it right? And that's neat. But if you just prepare for the absolute worst scenario in every single case. Did you say something, Diego?
Yeah, I was gonna say what I usually like doing is whatever mon I have, I look for either 2 or 3 mons on the opponent's team that mon can take down.
Yeah.
And I just make, a team of 6 with at least tons of coverage.
Yeah.
And because even though my team is mainly offensive, you gotta offense is your best defense sometimes as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely. So definitely tricky. I know when I'm doing prep, like, I know people like to predict, like, oh, they're probably gonna bring these 4 mons against me, and then like whatever for the next 2, and it feels like everybody gets caught with their pants down, like when a mon comes they don't expect, like really consistently. And it's just like, when I go through the flowchart in my head, I kind of assume that all 10 plus Pokemon are on their team, like it doesn't actually happen, but like that's like the work, that's like the flowchart I kind of go through. This season I've been really focused on weaknesses and making sure my mons can hit almost everyone, if not super effective, at least neutral with stab. Well, with flying, you're going to be in good shape there. It's scarcely resisted. Establish the sun, establish the rain. Kind of neat. If not a little... It's fine, yeah. Not a bad strat. Okay, so what are you going to do against this Goodra? What's your strategy? You're going to die. That crit probably mattered.
Yeah.
Hair Dragon Scale Shot. That's not a bad idea. Goodra will consistently be a pain in the butt if you don't deal with it, so. And nothing resists Dragon, right? The problem is, Cyclozar doesn't have the power to get the job. I'd like to see Rapid Spin after this. Just like U-turn. You're gonna... Oof. Toxapex comes in. What are you gonna do? Get Solar Beamed? No, he's gonna switch out. Roaring Moon. And this is a bad situation. Yeah, there's the DD. Who cares about getting toxic? Nice Lum. Love that. Greedy. That might be a little greedy.
Oh, it didn't matter because of the haze.
Yeah, now he's gonna get toxic again. Yep. I know he's going for the full sweep, but there's the haze. I mean, good progress. Getting rid of the Toxapex and the Ferrothorn would be huge. Now you just go for a dragon attack, right? No, he's just going for it. He's
going for the dragon dance.
What a king. That's incredible. Safety goggles for the Brute Bonnet. Everybody's been picking that tech up. Knock off. Ooh, man. Moon's scary. One more turn, we can bank a bunker.
Speed stat.
Say it again?
Moon is scary just because of its speed stat.
Yeah, 119 is
so
really
crazy.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see a switch out on the obvious protect there, but that's just optimizing at this point. He's in a good spot. I mean, we just Sludge Bomb here, right? No Sludge Bomb? Getting the sun out. Chlorophyll. Sure. Great idea. Zacian can't do much to the turtle. This is a bad matchup too. When Torkoal counters...
Oh no, yeah, for sure, it really is.
Yeah. Torkoal counters your legendary. Toxapex. Earth Power Venusaur? Or I guess the Solar Beam would be fine, right? Yep. Yeah, you're not gonna make it too long here, Chief.
No. Venusaur is such just an annoying threat because of chlorophyll.
He's such a cool guy. I don't know, he just like, when I think of like what is a Pokemon, like I think of Venusaur, right? It's this little guy with a bulb, and then like as he evolves, like a pronounced, like so many features on him evolve in like different ways. Like he he gets bigger, his bulb advances, he like gets wartier, like more like he turns more into a frog and more into a plant. It's just like,
Yeah.
I think the design is so well executed. Anyways, great job to Noah there. That was pretty clean. We've got Nick versus Austin 2.0. Nick only lost to Noah so far here. Austin not with too many losses either, and a brand new team, so or almost brand new team, 4 new mons. So Nick knew at least 4 of his guys coming in.
Yeah.
How does
King
Austin
Gambit.
say it again?
I mean, I think King Gambit does some serious work here. If set up correctly.
Steel Dark,
Yeah. I see Chen Pao going nuts too. Maybe with Crunch and some setup.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. So that means Nick has to disable the Araquanid to be able to make a lot of progress.
Yeah.
Jaden says Nick throws so badly this match, if I remember correctly. Let's check it out. Got the Grimmsnarl, the classic lead from Nick. Get the screens up. Austin going straight into Trick Room. And is going to use the Araquanid offensively. That's pretty good damage. Defense down. And like King Gambit's like, that's like significant.
I don't like the early King Gambit. I would have saved it for more towards the end.
Yeah, I guess like what are
Maybe
you
that's
going
just
into?
me.
What are you going into to take that water attack though? Like, I guess he wanted to keep his screens up so he didn't sacrifice Grimmsnarl, but I guess maybe gold could have come in. It's certainly more effective at the end. Nice Grass Knot. Aggron's been a pretty good Terra for him this season, which makes sense with that stat line. It's just his type that holds him back.
Yeah.
Nice Earthquake. I'd say this is probably Austin's star player of the season. It's been Gallade. What a monster. Golden Goat.
I also really like that shiny, the bacon shiny is what I call it.
The bacon shiny, you dang right, dude. That's great. That's a good shiny. And we've got this set up again with the Trick Room. Gleam. Bacon. Spirit Break, not going to do that much. Here's the Gambit again with some Supreme Overlord. The Gleam's not going to do it. What's your answer? Reneragus. Yeah. Great physical wall. I mean, you pretty much have to... Nice Will-O-Wisp in the Trick Room. Ghosty Gigas. That's funny. Wow. That is crazy. Let's go, Austin. That was so good.
Such a good play.
Wow. What a cool mon. I gotta be careful about that this coming week. Got the bird coming in, but Gambit's at a little bit of a disadvantage.
I'm not liking that a lot of his mons are low, and he's basically letting him set up for a sweep.
Yeah, Yveltal's gonna be hard to break through. Chimpow's definitely the guy to get the job done. And it's gonna live.
And he's so frail.
I can't believe Chimpow lived that. Whoa, that was a bold choice. Was that a misclick? Calculator was way off. Interesting.
It would have died anyways because of Lorb.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, fair. And then there's the Earthquake. He gets to do it twice in a row. Stays on 1%, but he can Earthquake all day. He's gonna get a crit before Goldengo gets enough HP, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire. Grimmsnarl, just set up the Earthquake, whatever. Chandelore's not gonna. Yeah, it's taking so much damage from rocks. Fairy.
Oh, good Terra.
Terra. Did a good job though, and now like Hattering's set up. So at least we know that Nick only lost because they played at 1 AM. because it definitely wasn't 1 a.m. for Austin. Funny. Anyways, really good game. That's a big upset. Incredible. All right, Richard and Koya. Richard fighting for that first win of the season. We finally got the Pokemon Emerald Rain versus Sun legendary matchup.
Yeah. I'm honestly glad to see Gastrodon back on a team.
Oh yeah.
Water Ground is so good, and Storm Drain is such a good ability on him as well. I see it being a really good switch in on Walking Wake.
Yeah, as long as there's not Solar Beam on that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets it or not. Probably.
Maybe Heliolisk too.
Yeah, that's true. Typically I'd favor Rain in a matchup like this, so it is a little bit of an uphill battle, I think, for Richard, but let's check her out. Groudon and Gligar. We in a Toxic? We're in Toxic Spikes. I like that.
Toxic Spikes.
Where's the removal? Maybe... Does Galarian Moltres get defog? I can't remember. Thunder Punch.
It does, I think.
Yeah, Thunder Punch is fine, but at what cost? You're happy Kolia has used Obstagoon well here? The Hisuian Zork Imposter Obstagoon is a great combo. Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Ooh.
Nice Draco. Man, we gotta quit just double Draco in.
Is so chunky.
Yeah.
He's so chunky.
Oh, yeah.
I'm upset I didn't pick him up again, but he just didn't fit on my team.
Hey, there's always next season. Why are we Draco? Oh, nice crit. Wow. That's fortunate, to say the least. That's crazy, actually, that crit. Man, this Smooth Jazz is like... it's gonna put me to sleep soon. Sorry, I got a text from my wife. Oh, nice. Next season, first big Gastrodon? I certainly hope not. Alright, we gotta learn from our mistakes and not use the fighting type attack again when it didn't work last time. Obstagoon's a good Terra pick. For sure. Look at that damage. Holy cow. Gotta keep an eye on that guy.
Now we're down to Heliolisk and Rhyperior for Richard.
Mm.
Ooh, Terra Ghost.
Nice Ice Punch. Ice Punch again. Nice. I mean, right now, not a bad, Oh,
Shadow Ball.
That's rough.
And then you get Toxic here, and it's really a waiting game.
Yeah.
Until you unfortunately die from
that's kind of
150% toxic.
It's tough. We gotta... That might be choiced, maybe? Either way, not hitting normal type moves into a Zoroark team would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
But I guess you gotta... And fighting type moves. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Another good game. Sequoia. Me versus Pat. This is painful. So this game, I didn't really truly prepare for Belly Bolt, which was a mistake. This feels like so long ago. I had to bring Sableye and Articuno because I had just drafted them and there were 3 weeks left. So we knew 2 of my guys that were coming. But I really liked Articuno for a 4-time super effective Freeze Dry on Dracovic, as well as just like good damage on Kyurem and Pheromosa, because Pheromosa is a terrible Pokemon.
I was gonna say this is a team of 5.
Say it again.
I was gonna say this is a team of 5 for Pat.
Team of 5, because the
Pheromosa is a fraud.
Oh, that's because it's a
When-
fraud.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. When I fought him, I think the Pheromosa was out in one turn.
Pheromosa is so bad. I neutered myself last season by picking it. Anyways, I think I went, yeah, Scarfed Articuno. The Magearna that was there to just be like a special wall and like soak up like Kyurem White hits and Belly Bolt hits and stuff. The Sableye takes on Pheromosa by itself, which is crazy, and also Dracovic in certain scenarios, and Stakataka. So the new guys definitely got a chance to show off here a little bit, which is cool. Pheromosa comes out really good stuff here, but go straight into it. Sableye's fine. I get the Will-O-Wisp off, and I go first, so Fish's Friend does not do too much. And the Citrus Berry is nice.
Ooh.
And then I figure I could
Good
just...
recover.
Thanks. Figure I could just kind of sit here on this and let the burn take it down a little bit. Get into like a good position before I switch out. And then here's where the freaking games begin. This bean, this war criminal.
I remember my game against that. It was longer than I wanted it to be.
Way longer. This max defense Quaquaval with Rocky Helmet just for this scenario. Also handles Stakataka and Pheromosa pretty well. Almost stall this team, which not an incredible idea. Oh yeah, that Pero is like not actually too bad because it saves me from getting toxic.
Right.
But here I'm doing a bunch of just like, I have to make progress against this thing and kind of like wear out its parabolic or its recovers eventually. So I'm playing a game here between like trying to get him to soak the wrong thing. This was a huge mistake. I thought I could take it out with an explosion. I was like, I don't really need this anymore. I need the momentum. And I forgot he had recovery. And then I also forgot that wouldn't take him out. So I lost my best way to get rid of the Belly Bolt.
Yeah.
And because he has boots on, and I don't find a good opportunity to get a knockoff on, it just takes forever. Quaquaval just gonna soak this up. So the biggest threat's gone, which is nice, but this Belly Bolt is just... Thank you, yeah. Encore, Sableye's a monster. Much happier with Sableye than I was a little in Sandslash. So any Encore on a soak is like huge, because I just get to make some progress, and the spikes are really coming into play. So that was my first priority. And now my whole thing is I'm trying to get a knockoff on Belly Bolt, so I can chip it down, but he just keeps toxicking my whole team, and I'm like, fudge. So I make a little bit of progress. I should have knocked off there just to get rid of the boots, but instead I burned it, which does chip, but it's like not enough. Really
At least it lowers its attack.
Not using an attack move, I don't think, though. Tossed the Light Screen on Zapdos because I just like didn't have another move that I needed, and I was like, how do I handle like a Kyurem White that goes crazy? And like Light Screen was the answer. Here I knew I needed to make some progress, so I was just like, I'm gonna take it with the Light Screen. And now that the boots are off, he's taking a lot of damage when he comes in, and the paralysis definitely hurt there to some degree. But Magearna comes in every time with the special defense so high in the Light Screen. Like I'm pretty much fine here, and he can soak whatever. And now he just stays in and gets soaked or whatever, which means I can just blast him.
Then I started blasting away.
Yeah, then I started blasting. Quack's an absolute monster. Defense. I totally underestimated Quaquaval before the season. It's an absolute unit.
Honestly, I didn't like the Gen 9 starters.
Yeah.
And they've really grown on me now.
Like competitively, Yeah, design-wise, I mean, this thing's atrocious, right?
Yeah, I really like Skeldridge's design.
I do. Yeah, that's a good point. Skeletor just cooking. Here I'm trying to get a knockoff before I get paired too much, because that's the secret with Galarian Corsola. You gotta knock off. Got really lucky on the paras here. Then I want to get out because I'm losing that battle. And at this point, like Volt Switches are pretty free, and I'm not like, this isn't super threatening. I'm just trying to like see what as good of a position as I can get into while it's on the field.
Right.
I could take some damage as Magearna, that's fine, and I do outspeed, so I can set up a Flare Cannon, but fortunately I missed because he was about to blow me up.
And what's insane is that we're on turn 49.
Yeah, it's a slog. I was nervous, and you can see the hazards coming in. Pretty clutch. Flare Cannon finally goes off. Oh my gosh, Pyroki, thank you for the subscription.
My Prime sub purely because I hate ads.
Yeah, as well. I apologize about that, but I appreciate your presence. I hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you enjoy watching this extremely painful Pokemon battle. I almost want to start skipping here. What do you think? This is a long match.
If there's like 30 more turns.
I mean, we're making progress now.
Okay, I
date
think
with fiance. Well, have a great time, Pyroki. And Parabolic Charge. I stayed in. I forgot that I was water type. So I forgot he was going to heal that much. But I got a nice crit, which is good. And here I'm just like, you could go ahead and do a little damage or whatever. I just need to like chip this thing. I think I wanted to like save this thing's health a little bit so that maybe I could like oh no, I wanted to set the light screen up for Kyurem. Now I can just Volt Switch out, get the kill, and I'm suddenly in a lot better of a position with that gone. Sableye comes in.
Yeah.
And now he's got problems because he has a burnt Pheromosa. And it survives. It survives 2 turns, which is really impressive. And I'm just like, alright, well, I've got screens up, whatever. I'm gonna slow this down, and now, like, Magearna can kill it, Quaquaval can kill it, Articuno can kill it. Like,
I'm not sure why Pat hates Gen 5.
Yeah.
Such a good generation.
I don't like a lot of the Mon designs, but, like, eh. Yeah, Full Hazards is huge. Well, he doesn't have any removal except Pheromosa, so I just brought Sableye for that, and it was fine. Like, you gotta have good removal. Pheromosa doesn't count because it's frail. That was painful. Let's just move on from that.
Alright.
Alex and Prather. Hopefully this match is a lot faster. Prather with a new Spectrier, Duraludon, Rotom, and Palkia. So that's your guy, Palkia, that you traded off the board. And then Alex with his team of usual menaces. That I'm sure he'll play very well with. I don't see an electric resist on the other team, so, well, I see a resist, but like, I feel like Jolteon just hits Volt Switch the entire game and wins.
Yeah.
Granted, I guess like Rotom Fan kinda does in the other team too. No, wait, is that Prankster? That's Prankster. Okay, I guess both of them kinda do. We really need to bring our ground types to Pokemon matches.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really see something going on for Jolteon, but I do see a Spectrier maybe getting a kill with Chilling Neigh.
Yeah.
And then like going crazy because that's his whole thing.
Yeah, could go nuts. Aloe looks like a good Zamazenta counter here, which is good. Let's check her out.
Galarian Weezing does too.
Oh, Jolteon does have Volt Absorb. You're right. I'm a fool. So Alex in a much stronger position here because unless it's like Terra, what, like poison or something, Jolteon wins against Rotom every time. So Alex just comes in, especially if it's like Boots or something, Life Orb. If you got some other removal like Defog or something. Lander's been the most valuable pivot for the electric set. You have to have something for Volt Switch. It's one of the best moves in the game. Spatial Rend against this another absolute unit, Meloetta. Very chunky. Coolmon. Really great pickup from you, Alex. Not pickup, I guess, draft. You know what I mean. So the Defog's gone, but honestly, I think it's a better deal for Alex. Because the Rotom's almost gone anyways. That's a game knowledge thing, I think, from Chris. Nice citrus. How much bulk does this thing have? Give me a second.
It shouldn't be too much.
108. Why does it have 100 HP in those? Oh, it's AV. That's good. I like AV. Still, like 100 HP is good. So it's like decently specially bulky. 180. Spectre is a good mon.
You know, I was thinking of doing a assault vest on Deoxys attack at one point, just for the fun of it.
Like, it kind of... that's the kind of thing where if there's like a specific calc you're trying to hit, like, I think that works. But usually...
I was just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, it was just like, hey, let me try this. I just want to confuse somebody on why he's taking 3 hits instead of just 1.
Instead of 1. I don't know. I hope that's enough. Deoxys just has no bulk.
No, absolutely none. He's like, his defense and special defense is 10 or 20.
Full special defense investment on Spectrier is a wild choice. A truly wild choice. But he's just getting eaten up by rocks right now. Nice, great Thunderbolt on the switch in. I really put myself in a pickle in my match. Oh, you're full special defensive vest. That makes so much more sense. I'm like, why would you fully specially defense your Spectrier? Nice eruption. So clean. Scarf? Yep. Just go to town here. Why not? Your Aldon? It doesn't really like taking that either. Incredible. Palkia? Look at that. What a clean sweep at the end. Great job, Alex. Much cleaner game than I had with Chris. Wow. But, very good. Very good coverage from Meloetta. That was clever stuff.
The Typhlosion has been really good for Alex past season and this season too.
Super scary. Yeah, it's just like 150 base power on a move is so strong. We're getting to your match soon. Jackson versus Nick. Jackson, I believe, fighting for playoffs. Nick, just fighting. Would really like to see this Ho-Oh be used more as like the defensive regenerator pivot that comes in, threatens a burn, and switches out. I feel like he like leaves it in and doesn't regenerator it much. If we could see more of that, I think that would be good. That, and don't forget to tear your Flygon, and do some dragon dances. I think you're good. What do you think Nick needs to do here?
I think he needs to set up Doublade. He needs to set up Aerodactyl, Gouging Fire.
Gouging Fire. Dragon is... So Clefairy resists both of your stabs. So you need to get rid of Clefairy first, which you don't have a lot for. You need to save Doublade for Clefairy, which sounds crazy, but...
Yeah,
But then Gouging
honestly,
Fire is good.
getting rid of the Glamora would be a good start too, because of the toxic debris.
Defog Florges, Defog Aerodactyl, that's not very good. Defog Arceus? Tough. Gotta have removal, folks. Tear ground into the grass type. I feel like if Jackson utilized Terras better, there'd definitely be some more wins. Nice, huge burn. Sad he doesn't have Terra normal double edge with Rockhead on Aerodactyl with like a life orb. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
Big earthquake, but being burnt is tough. And Aerodactyl needs a little help. The blade just for Jackson. Here's the setup to blade, like you were talking about. What a chonker.
So close. Crazy Badoo.
Man, I feel like you should have just shadow sneaked, got some progress.
Yeah. Because with how low Doublade is at this point, a switch and you're gonna die.
Wonder if that's Spadef Clefairy. Oh, dude, just kill it. Okay, there you go.
There.
Okay, so, I mean, honestly, look good so far for Nick, but you're gonna... Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
These toxic spikes are devastating. You just have to have removal. We're gonna Calm Mind in front of the Ho-Oh. I hate that so much. It is the best special wall in all of Pokemon. We're gonna Calm Mind in front of it. Jackson taking the opportunity to set up a Flame Charge to sweep the game. That's a good move. I like it a lot. Yeah, you're not gonna win that battle. 2 Flame Charges. That could be it. Oh, so good. Holy cow.
Aroma of Victory. Let's see if that's true.
Let's see if it's true, Chief. Big crit mattered, I think. Shadow Sneak.
Shadow Sneak. I think it's a little too late for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else he was gonna do.
Unfortunately.
And there's that. Nice Ho-Oh
Yeah.
sweep. What am I talking about? Put some, I guess, offense your Ho-Oh. That's great. It is strong. It makes sense. So, good job, Jackson.
Good game to Jackson. Yeah.
All right, Diego. Give me the scoop. Tell me about the Joe match.
All right. So pretty much, the plan here was Sucker Punch. I'm not gonna lie. That was the whole plan. Sucker Punch looked really good into most of his team, and I just intimidated with the Quillfish because that's why I picked it up, and for the team name as well.
Yep.
So intimidate Quillfish, swap in, swap out. I think I went Terra Fairy Bisharp and just went to town with Sucker Punch and Urshifu Wicked Blow. Just dark moves look really good against this team.
You've been doing really well with that Bisharp and the Terra Fairy. Definitely something to keep an eye on. I think
Now
one
you,
of my favorite...
you don't gotta call it out.
Say it again?
You don't have to call it out, you know. You let people be unaware.
Yeah, people could... another thing I really liked, I remember one match earlier in the season where you use Regice to just like totally wall something and then use that electric ice coverage to just like make a lot of progress. Love the use of
I think
Regice.
that must have been with Pat.
That might have been with Pat. That was just awesome to see. It did so good. Cool team. Really cool team. And this is the Fighting Dark Urshifu, right?
Yes.
Cool. What a blast. Oh, I'm excited to see this. Excited to maybe play in the playoffs. Maybe.
Maybe, hopefully.
Flip turn. Helmet. Slow King? Yeah, that's fine. Just get Grass Knot? Yeah.
It does get grass on it.
Nice. And you're fine with that. Nice ice coverage on the potential switch. And Regice. Wow, that did more than I thought. Is that like specs or something?
No, I actually invested some into attack. Just in case the Rayquaza wanted to swap into the Regice.
Surprised there was no sucker punch. Oh, yeah, I guess you're not threatened by this, so you could just set up.
Yep.
And Terra Fairy's
And then
gonna
I
be
just
fine.
Terra Fairy.
X Scissor, good
X
coverage.
Scissor. And then this is where the sucker punch party just happens.
Nice. Sceptile's bad. Diego has so many resistances on his team with the exception of ground. I'm taking notes right now. Sucker Punch, good stuff. Yeah, great Bisharp use. I had him in another league a week or two ago, and I just died instantly. Go ahead.
And then just swap in Deoxys just for pressure, and sack Regice here for a clean switch in for Urshifu.
There you
and
go.
then I think I just let him clean up.
Good use of your resources. Nice Wicked Blow. Wow. Life Orb, a fine choice. Sucker. Yep. That's scary. And Sucker. That was a well executed game, Diego. Good stuff.
So Sucker Punch was literally just the biggest thing. I was like, all right, Sucker Punch has to be on like at least 2 to 3 of my mons.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Sean and Sierra, my blessed wife.
With Primarina, as
Prim.
always.
Yep. Always reppin'. And Primarina looks so good here into a team of basically dark and ghost types. Nearly like water fairies unresisted for sure. You can't just smack Moonblast because like it's not like Aegislash coming in there. Like you can't necessarily go Specs, I don't think. But I know she's got to bring Gliscor and Frostlass to the last couple matches here. So a little bit of advantage to Sean there, but Mimikyu looks great. Classic setup, Swords Dance, you know, Shadow Sneak, play rough. It blows this team up.
I'm really liking Prim into Dragapult too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annihilate kind of looks scary.
Mhm. Yeah, because it's got coverage like Ice Punch for Gliscor, and I guess Incineroar is your guy to deal with that, but you can't just intimidate it because it'll Defiant. So.
And then Weavile with Pickpocket. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I never even think about Pickpocket because I'm always thinking about pressure, but it's an option.
It is, and it got me. It got me this season when I. It did. It stole my Focus Sash on my Deoxys attack one match.
Wow. Okay, we've gotten the screens off of the Rabombi. This is a support Rabombi. And this frees up the Frostlass to really just goof up all of Sean's support Pokemon immediately. And set up spikes. And now it's forced to struggle or switch out, which is pretty incredible. Like, this thing is putting in work. Oh my gosh. 2 layers of spikes, 3 layers of spikes, 2 paralysis, taunts, that's, and another switcheroo to get the Eviolite again, and a para, and a taunt.
Taunt?
Holy moly, and it lives. That's crazy. That's unbelievable value. And now the Scarf is gone. Honestly, the paras are a little bit unlucky on Sean's part. That was like a high quantity of paras early. And you're burning the Terra early. Frostlass, oh my gosh, that's brutal. And finally, Frostlass goes down, a hero. It's so toxic. Jaden's prepped with Koya with it, and it's so much fun.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. And Celestial is happy to do this all day. Gotta watch out for a flamethrower.
Especially with the Beast Boost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fire Blast even. That's really powerful. But Incineroar is happy to do this. Knock off. Yep. Good neutral. Click. Gonna live the Draco, because it's a monster. Pivot. Establish Gliscor with the toxic poison. We're gonna... What are we gonna do here? Going straight into Incineroar to drop the attack. That's smart. A worthy sacrifice. Ooh, unfortunate. No burn, but whatever. You've already gotten so lucky. Doesn't matter too much. This thing has to be like AV or leftovers or something. I should remember. I usually help her prep, but... A great Aegislash switch in, wow. And then you just gotta deal with this Annihilate, which is the tricky part, but Prim is good for that. Smack the Moonblast button. Good coverage with Poison Jab. Stops the rest. Incredible. Really crazy damage against Gliscor. Why are we switching out? I guess he wanted to keep it for something. Making a lot of progress with that Rage Fist. Oh, misses Leech Seed. Unfortunate.
There goes the Celesteela.
Yeah, but now you get a free Mimikyu switch in. We gonna Swords Dance? No, we're gonna Shadow Sneak. Just wanted to get this thing out of here. Didn't want to let it rest. That makes sense. Weavile dies.
Aegislash. That is such a cool shiny, let me just say.
It's, yeah, a little bit of originality goes a long way. King Shield, Shadow Sneak, sure. No Terra, I'm a little surprised. I guess it's like Terra Fairy. Swords Dance, that ain't gonna do it, Chief. Too slow. But this is the best you can do at this point. Yep, pretty well executed by Sierra. The Frostlass putting in crazy work at the beginning. I don't want to show the standings because they're synced up to week 9 already, because everybody decided to play their games before Saturday, except I think pretty much you and Nick.
Yeah, it's just me and Nick left, and that's it.
Yeah, that's wild. How are you feeling about the playoffs? Do you think there's any sleepers that we should keep an eye out for? Underdogs that might take it all?
Honestly, I'm not sure about taking it all, but Koila, he's been doing really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's been doing really good, and I think he's very well into being a good threat in playoffs.
Good growth, for sure.
Yeah, I know also on the Johto side, like, people are fighting for a spot in playoffs.
Oh, yeah, it is brutal over there.
Absolutely. I know, like, Molly, like, this would be her first season going into playoffs, right?
She's due. She's due. All right, we're just gonna
she's
look at
due
the
a playoff
standings.
spot though.
So 6 is pretty good right now. I don't know who she's playing the final week. It isn't updated to week 9 yet. The MVP race. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna look at it anyways. So yeah, you gotta play, and that's like you're trying to maintain your spot. If you well, you can still lose here, but Pat will maybe take the 4th spot back. I
can lose one match, but then I really have to win against Jaden, right? But plan is to hopefully not lose.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, that's always the plan. You always have a plan until you get punched in the face, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. But it'll be a tough match tonight, but I've got high hopes for you. Alex, I could probably mess with the stats after this. Just let me know where you left off. Oh yeah, and then week 10 you've got Jaden, so you've got a battle ahead of you.
With Jaden? Nah. Last season I lost in Team Builder. Alright? It's not gonna happen this time.
You hearing that, Jaden?
I lost in Team Builder, and that was in Oxy. On Oxy, so.
That's funny. Other side of the bracket, we've got the crazy battle for, I guess, technically second, third, and fourth seed, maybe fifth, because at any given week you can lose 6-0 or 0-6, and somebody else can win 6-0. So differential can swing by 12 in any given week between two people. So I think Jaden's pretty comfortable for getting into the playoffs, if not locked.
Yeah.
Locked. Molly is... It's going to depend on Jeremy's match a little bit, but not a lot, because the differential is so bad for Jeremy. Doug with a positive differential 3 and 5 is absolutely nuts.
That means he just hasn't been letting people whoop him.
Yeah, like a bunch of 0-1s and then like 6-0s or something. Worst is 7th seed if you lose to Diego, and then you're against Nick, which is pretty painful. Or Steve, technically. Molly can do it.
Yeah,
Probably.
Molly can definitely do it.
Probably playoffs, quite frankly. Who is she against? Schedule. Week 10. Molly's got Pat. Oh, that'll be an interesting one. That's important for both of them. MVP race. I think it's a wrap for Magirna, quite frankly. I don't think there's enough time to change it. Tread's looking good. Arceus Fairy, put an asterisk next to that guy. It was Arceus normal one week and had a scarf another week.
Hey, my Bischoff is up there.
It is. I think it's one of the most impressive guys up here, right? For a middle stage evolution. Look at his company. Lugia, Arceus. I mean, Dracovic is like an MVP magnet, so you gotta expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, the Chandelure is very impressive too.
Well, that has 145 special attack, which is nuts. Its speed is the only issue, and Nick's a solid player, so I'm not surprised he's doing well with it. All right, any last words? The stream. No.
Stay tuned for week 9 and 10.
Stay tuned for week 9 and 10. Thank you so much. I will catch you around, Diego, and enjoy the beach.
Alrighty. I will definitely enjoy. I'm probably gonna go hop in the water here.
There you go.
It's getting hot.
See you around. Thank you. Man's got so much dedication that he came onto the stream when he was going to the beach. How about a round of applause for Diego, everybody? Great guy. Great guy. Looking good. Looking good so far. Magirna MVP. I think it's locked in. I was gonna goof around this week, but Austin is not gonna let me. We're gonna not ask anybody else for help in our prep Austin versus Austin week 10. And we're gonna build to the best of our ability and have an Austin versus Austin showdown, which actually takes me to the SPL Nuzlocke League, where we just finished week 2, by the way. Had a nice 6-0 win against Brian. I did a full stall team and it was like pretty gross. But I did what I needed to do against the Sun team. He had like, where's my team? Here's my team. He had what was it? Ninetales, Roaring Moon, Sandy Shocks, like a definitely a scary Sun team. And I was like, I can't win with pure offense, so I'm gonna have to. I just went full stall. I got the toxic spikes out there, and with Aloe and Serp and Turt, just like protected and waited for the toxic to do its job, and it made me feel quite dirty. But we're doing pretty good in this league so far. Because we've had a couple guys survive, like we've got a couple MVP contenders. John had a nice 6-0 with Caldio this week, so that's gonna help there quite a bit for his rankings. But in the standings, I'm doing pretty solid. We're drafting right now, but I will not be drafting this week because I've no more mons to draft. I also don't know who I'm gonna play. I just know it's not gonna be Brian and it's not gonna be Will, so hopefully it's Austin, so that we could have the Austin versus Austin doubleheader. That would be legendary. But yeah, so that's it for today. I think I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the restroom and then maybe get some of these stats updated. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm your spooky host. I hope you have a wonderful